The Mike Hosking Breakfast, 6 to 9 weekdays on Newstalk ZB.
G'day there. I cannot recommend a piece of reading in The Listener and reproduced elsewhere on a longitudinal study that now spans 35 years and 12 elections. I cannot recommend this enough. It is gripping. So what happens is a couple of thousand people each election get given dozens of questions. Its weakness is that some of the questions are a little bit vague enough to throw out responses around things like healthcare and public services. Turns out we like public services, we like healthcare, and we want more of it. But, more importantly, how much, what if the money's wasted? We don't get to know that stuff. The Longy government, a little bit of history in these surveys. The Longy government of 84 blew it big time apparently, went too far, too fast, upset a lot of people. I remember it well. We love other things. We love strong leaders. We're more socially conservative than you might think. The electoral system does not represent what we actually want or like, which might be a revelation to some people. We like the death penalty. That's what these surveys tell us. The majority of people like the death penalty, yet we've never had it. A couple of highlights for me. Labor's moves around Maori and introducing Treaty of Waitangi principles into some legislation. The majority of us, this is decades ago, didn't want it. Didn't want it then. Now, we don't have the official results out of 2023 yet, but again, almost guarantee you, we don't want it now. Which I would have thought would lead you to ask, why hasn't it been fixed? Something that we didn't want then and we don't want now. Why hasn't somebody fixed that? A bad idea allowed to fester and cause ongoing angst and upset for decades seems to be something that needs to be fixed. Anyway, secondly, there are signs of increasing dissatisfaction, these surveys tell us. Concern and unhappiness. The authors say not unlike the 90s. Now, I remember the 90s as well. It was Richardson and Shipley, it was welfare reform, the mother of all budgets, it was burning of effigies on Parliament's grounds. You can see the edginess too these days with similar discourse and protest. But it is suggested in these surveys, political polarisation has declined over the past decade. Really? Do you believe that? I don't. I don't think we've ever been more divided, never been more stark in our views of the country and the world. Social media, distrust, fake news, polarising views. I have no idea how they've concluded this. Read it, see if you disagree. But on most stuff, and here's the really interesting part, on most stuff, despite the fact this is decades long now, we haven't actually changed. The times have changed, the circumstances have changed, but broadly, we haven't changed. And I'm not sure if that's good or bad.
The Mike Hosking Breakfast, 6 to 9 weekdays on Newstalk ZB.